How was your New Year? What are your New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution is
What do you think about New Year's resolutions? Like, what's your
like
thought on that? On that as an idea?
like it's New Year's resolution, man. It's all a scam, bro. Like
You said it's a scam.
it's like you click on a sketchy link and it says your computer is broken. Please call this number. That's what New Year's resolution is.
I completely fucking blacked out for this Kodak video. What did you just say?
It's a scam, bro. That's pretty much all I went through. Is like,
I think they're kind of bullshit.
oh, they definitely are. It's just
If I'm being honest, like,
it's cool to be optimistic, but that shit it never goes the way you envision it. You know, like there's 365 days in a year, and you spend like a week of that attempting to commit to your New Year's resolution.
it kind of pisses me off because like I work out pretty consistently. Granted, I've been going to the gym for like 4 years and still look the exact same. Like the gym is so packed the entire first month of January, and I'm so with it. Like I'm so with people trying to better themselves, but I hate when people start shit and they never finish it, or they talk about something and they never do it. Like, like,
Are you coming at me right now, bro?
yeah, hey, if you take it to heart, the shoe fits, you got to wear it. But I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I hate when people do that because you're doing nobody a disservice except for yourself. And in some kind of way, like, you're devaluing your word because you're like, oh, I'm going to go do this thing. And then you start it and then you never follow through with it.
Yeah.
Like, granted, throughout the 3 or 4 years that I've been working out, like I've fallen off the wagon a couple times, whether that's due to injury or like circumstance.
Injury.
Yeah, the back injury. Let's not get started on that. But I don't know. Like I didn't have any this year. Like I had goals that I wanted to accomplish and that I still want to accomplish, but I don't really have anything that's like, oh, I'm going to do this and stick to it. I've actually kind of really detached from that.
I don't know, man. You can't really shame people because, like, can you realistically stick to something for a whole year? Like, I feel like that shit's hard as fuck to do. Like, even if you put like all your like fucking will and shit into that, bro, a year doing the same thing.
I'm not saying that you should do something 7 days a week, 365. I'm saying like you should put forth. No, I'm gonna take back what I said. You should. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm saying like in my mind, if you say you're gonna do something, put forth a constant effort to do it, but an actual effort. Like hold yourself accountable to shit. Like if I say, hey, I'm gonna work out 3 to 4 days a week, then go work out 3 or 4 days a week. Like whatever that takes, go do it. But I'm not saying like you should do something every day for a year because that's insane.
You're a fucking robot at that point. No, so like, if I end the year right, say my New Year's resolution is to lose some weight.
Mm-hmm.
If I weigh 190 now and I weigh 189 at the end of the year, did I complete my resolution?
That's all subjective. Like that's all subjective. It comes down to the autonomy of the person. Like for example, whenever I was a senior in high school, like our graduating year, January of 2019, like I stepped on the scale and I weighed like 192 pounds.
Sheesh.
And prior to that, like I had no desire to go to the gym. I didn't care. Like, dude, I would come home from school and I quit playing hockey at this point. I would just pop in a DiGiorno pizza in the oven and eat that whole fucking pizza and then some other food like every day or like on the weekends when I wasn't doing anything. But nonetheless, like whenever I said, in January, I was like, okay, I don't like the way that I look. Like I came to that,
Mm.
and I was like, I'm gonna cut this weight off, whatever that takes. I was in the gym for like 5 days a week for like 4 or 5 months, and whenever we graduated in May, I went from 192 to like 154.
Damn.
So like that's what, 38 pounds. 154 to 192.
Sure. I don't
But
fucking
like
not thinking right now.
I kept that off. Like I
Yeah.
kept doing it. Ever since then I've been in the gym. But like I said, with the exception of like an injury or whatever.
Yeah,
Is that like brash of me to say? Like hold yourself accountable? Like if you're gonna do something, do it. Is that
I
like
mean, not really. I mean, but like still, like I said, bro, like shit's hard to stick to fucking constantly. Like you can't fault somebody for doing something that everybody does.
No, I'm not like faulting them. I'm just saying I think I should have made that more clear. Like I'm not faulting somebody. I'm saying that, you know, if you're gonna do something, if you have this thing in mind that you want to change about yourself or your behaviors, then pull the trigger on it and like hold yourself to it. That's what I'm saying. Like even if it's at a minor capacity, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. Well, how often are you gonna go to the gym? Minimum of 3 days a week. But if I make it more, great. If not, oh well.
Yeah, that's just great, bro. Losing weight in general, bro. It's like whenever I did it, like, dude, my lowest weight whenever I was losing weight was 163.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was still considered overweight for like my height and shit, but like I felt so small at that point, but literally it didn't last that long. Like I dropped so much weight in a short period of time, then gained it all right back. Like I think this was like the summer of like 2018 or something. But like
I remember you were hitting it pretty heavy at one point.
it was like, yeah, I didn't even go to the gym at all. Like I was just literally just eating right.
I remember you said you ate like the same meal.
I ate the same meal every day. That shit was rough as fuck. I did that for like 3 months, bro. I ate chicken, rice, and broccoli, bro. That shit was fucking.
I bet you want to fucking throw up every time you get to. Oh, P.S. By the way, not switching topics, but kind of doing a transition. Here's the video of Kodak Black smashing that fan.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Now, bear in mind, this isn't like a clear fucking video, but you can fucking tell that there's some fucking hood rat shit going on in the fucking boxes right there, bro.
Nothing bro won't get charged for. But
that shit was nationally televised. That's fucking crazy.
DJ Academics quoted Kodak Black at the Panthers game wildin'.
Bro.
You should. Someone replied underneath it and said, "You should be wilding at the game." Fuck. Oh my god.
Damn, bro, he don't got a fucking mansion. Like he could just record that shit at home. No, I guess that's like a fucking
After all
crazy thrill, bro. I mean,
after all those lawyer fees, I don't think he has much of anything. Another topic, kind of on the same realm, right? Like throughout my years of doing everything that like we've done, like through music, through selling merchandise with the music, through trying to become famous in a sense, right? How do you feel about the idea of results? And like how do you define success? You as an individual,
mean-
I'll give my stance after, but like what do you think of that now as someone who's 21 heading for 22?
just like success in general. I mean, like if you complete your goal, isn't that success? I
mean-
don't think you need to think on it any more than just completing your goal.
Like when I was 15 and I started doing this, right? I was looking at all these people and I was like, I want to do what they do. I want to have what they have. And from the outside looking in, like I was looking at people flying in jets all across the world and like performing these songs that they made in their house, and they were collaborating with all these people, and it looked amazing. And as time went on, like, I've had conversations with you about this, like me constantly looking at these people and other people around me, I was like, man, I feel like I failed. But I've done so much, and I'm not beating my chest, but like I've done a lot of cool shit as
Oh, definitely,
like
definitely.
15, 16, 17 to now 21. Like I've opened for the national acts. Like whenever I was in high school and people couldn't drive to the shows, we packed school buses. Like
Facts. I was on
of
one of them, couple of them.
yeah, like 30, 40, 50, 60 kids. Like we would move the tickets and I would get to meet these people and have conversations with these people. When I was 17, I was able to meet a famous person who was like, oh, like if you're like this at 17 or 16, I can't wait to see what you're like at 23 or 24. But now at 21, I'm realizing like maybe I haven't failed. Maybe my outlook on what success
Mm.
is subjective. Like I wrote that, like I journal and I read as much as I can. And I wrote in my journal the other day, I said, failure and success are subjective terms, and being frustrated by the process of things takes a toll on my spiritual health. Falling in love with the process gives me gratitude for the things I seldomly see. So like here I am at 21 and I'm like, man, I haven't made it yet. And I'm frustrated on some days because like juggling so much. But maybe success is enjoying the process and like falling in love with what you do. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean,
I know that's a lot. I just rambled
it
a lot.
definitely was a lot, but
It was
like I
necessary.
said, bro, like success, like you don't win until you get to the finish line. So like, but like things like that, they're like always. I feel like evolving and changing. I feel like the finish line is always moving. So like, it's kind of like hard to succeed in these things, because you can't really set anything in stone. But I can see like versus like school wise, like your your success will be like finishing that shit,
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, there's only so many variables that like can keep you from stopping, like not passing, like failing or fucking dropping out. Like you can control all that shit.
Dude, even like me being in college, like, and for many people that don't know, like, I'm in school to be a nurse. I'm getting my bachelor's of science in nursing and BSN, and afterwards I'm going to go to grad school, maybe, and become a psychiatric nurse practitioner. But even with school, like, it's so strange because it's a different metric off of what we're talking about. And what I mean by that is like I've never viewed me as a failure whenever it came to school. I never from like reflected back on myself and been like, you you're failing right now.
Why'd you drop out of trig?
Goddamn, bro. He's putting the fucking hammer on me right now. He's dropping the fucking hammer. Um, I didn't want to get a C,
Respectable.
but here's the here's the cool thing. I'm about to flex on motherfuckers so hard right now. I decided to switch courses after I took a test and before I even got the test grade back.
Well,
So
did you get the grade though? Like, did she like?
I had a B once I officially switched.
Mm,
So I was like, she was like, why'd you switch? Because I was in trigonometry. I would have gone to calculus my senior year, like as you did.
mm.
She was like, why'd you switch? Like you would have had a B. And I was like, not with this whack shit.
So fuck it, I don't care.
I was like, but I didn't have discipline back then either. Like I didn't want to study. I didn't want to do homework or whatever. But yeah, even with school, I never considered myself a failure with college or whatever because I feel like whenever it comes to college, so many people graduate every year. Like, it's not an uncommon thing to get through college. And I think people go over the top whenever it comes to titles and degrees. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I just hate college in general, so like I don't have anything good to say about the shit.
I have nothing good to say about it either. It's bureaucratic bullshit, and I will die on that hill of being like, yo, you guys are on so much fuck shit
Oh,
all the
definitely.
time.
Like,
All
I
the
don't even have
time.
to go to know. Like, I don't even need first-hand experience. Like, looking from the outside in, I got all the information I need to know that college is bullshit.
They have us doing so. And I've had friends approach me that are being like, yo, chill out. Like, it's going to be okay.
Oh,
But
man, it's hard to stay chill, bro. You're putting hella money into that shit, bro.
well, that's what I said. I was like, listen, if something's bullshit and I think it's bullshit, I'm going to say it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'm paying for it. And not only that am I paying for it, but I'm not paying for it with student loans.
No,
I'm
that's
paying
your
for
own
it
shit.
directly out of my pocket. And what I mean by that is I'm walking out of college debt free. Yes, that is amazing. But that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna let shit slide. You know? Like, if
Yeah.
something's bullshit, I'm gonna say it's fucking bullshit. Like, there would be times like this one course that I just had, I told you about this, I think. Like, the professor would teach one thing, right? And then we would go to do like our homework source, and it would say something completely different. And for those of you who are in like nursing school, it's called ATI. So she would teach us one thing on a PowerPoint about a medication, when to take it, the onset, the adverse effects, the contraindications. But then you would go to the ATI and it would say some completely different shit. And that frustrated the fuck out of me because it's like, well, you're saying one thing, the source is saying another thing. What's the test going to say?
Yeah. They need that common math shit that we did in elementary school. That way everybody could get into the same shit. Keep that shit simple.
But like, what do you think about titles? Like, titles and how they correlate with authority.
Give me an example. So I can.
Like, this is something that I've always struggled with. Like, I feel as though people like our age, they struggle with the idea that somebody is like they fear somebody in a position because they have a title. For example, like, nobody wants anybody to say anything to the professor because she's the professor. She's older. She has a master's degree. She has a whatever. I'm a student. They don't want to say anything. That's what I mean.
I mean, you don't speak up, bro. Like the whole point of like a title thing is like, I don't know. I feel like people, like you said, like people are afraid to like argue it. You know, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, people are just afraid to stand their ground because they're afraid of a little black dot next to their name.
Oh yeah, that sets you back so much. Like if you're not willing to put like forth the effort to improve, you know, like if you don't question anything, you're not gonna gain anything, because like you need to prove yourself right or prove yourself wrong, you know, in order to like, you know, learn. Like if you're not gonna learn if you're not putting yourself out there, you know, you gotta be confident in yourself, you know, and like like that fear really holds a lot of people back, and it's like, I know it's like a hard fucking mountain to climb, but it's like at some point, you know, you gotta face that shit, you know, get up in there. So fuck a title.
I just hate it when people are always like they're so petrified. And that, I think that's what holds them back because they don't stand up for little shit ever.
Yeah, that's like Like, oh my gosh, so like that happens. Like you lose $10 like on something, or like people won't return like packages because it's like a small loss. Like I got this, it was $10, or like you go to the store, you buy something that doesn't fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to return it because like it was such like a minuscule amount of money, but it doesn't fit you, so like you don't want to return it because you don't want to be in that situation.
Or it's like the people who get like the wrong order at the restaurant.
Yeah, and they'll just be like, it's whatever.
Yeah, and like I'm not one of those people like that. That's an example, maybe a poor example, but I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I ordered my steak medium well and I got it medium. The fuck is this? Like, I'm not gonna do that.
If it was like if I got a steak and I asked for like a medium and it came back bloody as fuck, then I'm sending that shit back.
Yeah,
But
that's what I mean.
like if I got like a medium and it came back like medium well, I mean it's like that's just like I feel like that shit's so precise to like fucking to judge your steak fucking wellness. Is that what it's called? Wellness?
Yeah, how well
Rarity.
done the steak is.
Yeah, like on rare, you just like sear the outside and then just call it a day.
Yeah, like I didn't know that. By the way, I don't know anyone that does that. Actually,
Oh
my
my
grandma
God,
does that.
that's disgusting.
That's so fucking crazy.
Bro, for the longest, I wouldn't eat my steak if there was pink in it for the longest time. You know?
I wouldn't either.
The first time I ate a pink steak was here. And, like, your mom just kept microwaving, and I was just like, it's fine, I'll eat it. Because, like, you know, I don't want to leave and not eat, you know. But, like, I eat that shit, and, like, now I get medium well.
Dude, I'm just looking at this. Like, my grandma used to eat her steaks medium
Fucking
rare.
bloody.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like medium's, like just, like, still too low. I wouldn't even go past medium.
that's probably all I'm
Like, if you're going past medium, you're sick. You're sick
it's
as
fucking
fuck.
disgusting. Yeah. Like, you're gross. I don't care who you are. You could be Summer Rae, and I would be like, you're fucking disgusting.
Megan Fox has weird thumbs.
What?
Have you seen Megan Fox's thumbs?
No.
Bruh.
I'm about to Google that right now.
Please Google it real quick. And then just think about the fact that MGK
Is hitting that.
like left Summer Rae for Megan Fox.
Ew. Why does Megan Fox have toe thumbs?
That's like such a diss.
Dog, what is that? Eek.
It's just like such a small thing though. It's not like you shouldn't judge a person off their thumbs, you know.
No, dog, maybe she got part of it cut off like my aunt.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I don't know.
She just has toe gingivitis.
Straight ignorant. Coming back to the success topic. Now 21 turning 22, like I still struggle with that idea of succeeding because like I want success with what we do. Like whether it's through the podcast, selling merchandise, being able to make a living or have an income off of music. But now I think I define success, or I'm trying to get to a point where I can define success as enjoying the process and being happy in the moment.
I mean, yeah, that's an optimistic like point of view. I mean, I guess that keeps your hopes up throughout, you know, like if you look at success differently than just what the definition in the dictionary says. I mean, shit, everything's liable to change. Like, you could change your pronouns and stuff. So, like, why can't you change the definition of success?
I'm not going to comment on that.
No, I mean,
That was just like a fucking
I was just trying to, like...
throwing a monkey wrench in there.
I wasn't dissing. I'm not dissing.
I don't want that problem.
No.
I don't want that problem.
No, I mean, I respect it.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. I've like worked alongside people in different settings that like, you know, use different
I
pronouns.
always like fuck that. Like, is it like polite to ask? Like, I ask people.
Yeah, I think you can ask.
But like, I feel like I don't want to like offend somebody that doesn't go by like different pronouns, you know. Like, I don't know if that would, like, be offensive. Like, like, I come up to you, I'm like, what are your pronouns? Like, I'm not gonna say it like that, but, like,
No,
I
you're
say
not
that
gonna
to you,
say
and
it
it's
like
like,
that.
what the fuck do you mean? I'm a he, him. You know what I'm saying? And then,
But that's just like, I think if they want to be addressed a certain way, they'll tell you, or
I
they'll
guess, because
because like you can't, because if you assume, then you're an asshole. Either way, like if you assume that they would prefer to be addressed a different way,
mm,
people can look at that and be like, no, I'm a he him. Like you can fucking obviously tell by looking at me, I'm a he him. But
mm.
other people might be like, I prefer to be addressed as she her.
It's like, the whole thought process in the get, like, I asked, like, somebody that was, like, on the brink of, like, changing their pronouns. Like, I don't know if that's, like, a big thing or not. I don't know, like, if it's, like, like, has the same significance as, like, coming out or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I asked them, you know, it was, like, they just said, you know, when they look in the mirror, they don't see what they are. It's just, like, it's a weird concept for me to grasp, because, like, I don't, like, have that mentality that, you know, goes into, like, you know, thinking about, you know, what you want to go by. So I guess it's weird to me.
I think it's a foreign concept to anybody who's not in
Yeah.
that position because they can't even begin to fathom what that feels like. Because, and I'm trying not to speak out of term here or out
Yeah,
of
I mean,
tone, rather. Like,
we're both ignorant to these situations, so, like, we're
yeah,
we're not trying to be disrespectful in, like, any way.
no,
We're just like,
I'm trying to. I've heard people explain it. It's like you're you're born feeling as though you are someone else or something else. It's like, you know, everyone says it. It's like, oh, I'm a woman trapped in a man's body, or
mm,
I'm a man trapped in a woman's body. So I can only imagine the mental and emotional and spiritual toll that has to take on a person to feel one way but look completely different and not be accepting of themselves. You know, I can only imagine what that's like. Um, but back to finding happiness in the moment. Like, have you ever experienced that? Like, have you ever experienced what I'm talking about?
oh,
Like,
definitely.
like I'll be happy when this happens. I'll be happy when I do this.
I mean, you know, I guess you could say, like, going out to eat. You know, like, say we're gonna, like, you know, fucking apple dongs or something, and, you know, so, like, I guess
Fire.
success would be leaving, right? Because, you know, left with an empty stomach, that's success. But that whole, like, middle shit, I guess, would that be that enjoyment? You know, getting to spend some time with a bro, yeah, getting to enjoy a nice meal.
Yeah, like I didn't realize that for a long time. It's like, you know, at 21, like, you know, both of us have been through trials and tribulations. Like, we've been through a lot of things for young men. But
Yeah, I got ranked freaking diamond fucking 4 in Halo Infinite. Fucking bullshit.
I left a match and it fucking counted as a loss. But anyways, I was macking kids on there. We were macking kids on there. And it's so fucking weird, man. Like your perspective changes so much as you get older. And I know I'm gonna look back in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now,
Oh, you're
or even
always
20,
changing,
and
bro.
I'm gonna be like, dude, I didn't know what I was talking about then.
Oh, definitely. Like,
But
I fucking we'll watch this fucking 8 years from now and be like, why am I fucking stupid?
yeah, but I feel like it's important to recognize that like you only exist now. Like I've said that so much. Like I even wrote that in my journal the other day. It's like I only exist in the present.
Now, I respect that you have a journal. Like, I have one too, but, like, I've written it one time. It's so hard to, like, keep that fucking shit up.
I
But
just like I was on a kick for a while over the summer where I was journaling like every morning. Like I'd get up, I'd drink my coffee, I'd journal, and then I would start my day. Like whatever the day entailed, I would start. But it would be prompts. Like initially it would be like, if you had a different name for your hometown, what would it be? Like that was one of the prompts.
Vietnam.
Vietnam for real.
No, because respect to Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine Cole. You had something you wanted to talk about, Tyron Woodley?
Oh, no, I was just saying because J. Cole, or not Jake. Paul's. Jake Paul's a bitch. That's all I was trying to talk about. But
Chill with that. I got respect for that man. I actually have respect for that man.
for Jake Paul.
Yes.
What are you talking about? How? Why? I mean, yeah, respect that, he's successful,
Yeah.
but like as a person, no respect. Respect his hustle, his grind.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, granted, the situation that he went through in Japan.
That's Logan Paul.
Oh. Shit, am I getting them mixed up?
Yeah.
I'm
Bro.
completely fucking ignorant to this. Just I respect both of the dudes actually because
Logan Paul has turned over a new leaf. Like him right now, like he's been on some good shit for a solid like little bit. Like even KSI is just like fucking with it now. They'd have a business together, like some kind of like energy drink.
I think that they're changing the game. Like they have changed the fucking game. They have changed their lives and their kids' lives. If they're to have kids, but like, dude, that's amazing. To come from nothing and to have something like
Yeah, that's fucking
those things inspire the shit out of me.
Yeah, that just like goes to show anybody's capable of doing whatever they want. Just gotta put your heart into it.
Yeah,
Never give up. Encourage others. Do your best.
I was doing like math the other day, just for the sake of like trying to figure out how I can monetize off of creativity, like, and I don't do what I do for the money. I genuinely do it because I enjoy doing it. I started doing it because of the money, but if this is what you want to do for a living, you have to be able to monetize off of it.
A lot of people go into stuff for the money, bro. Like,
Yep.
that's a big drawback. If your main goal is to come out of something, with money, it's like that really holds you back. Like, this destroys like your ability to perform at your best. Cause like money is a big motivator. Don't get me wrong, but like if that's your only motivation for doing something, then like don't do it. Like it's not that important.
Let me offer a counter argument. As somebody who's in college, I picked to get a BSN and become a nurse.
What does BSN stand for?
Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Okay.
So I'll get a bachelor's degree in nursing.
Just don't use any abbreviations as you're talking so I can fully understand.
So I decided to do that because I would always have a stable job. I can work 3 days a week and bring in 70 to 80K.
Mm.
And I still have 4 days off during the week. I can get a job anywhere in the world. I can travel and get paid more. That's the reason I chose this career path. That doesn't mean that I don't care about people, and that doesn't mean that I can't do my job well. But my decision behind pursuing this career was so that way I would have a stable job. I would be able to fund my creativity and my dreams to try and expand on that. And I can also do things like side hustles in the meantime.
Yeah, but all right, so let me hit you with this.
I'm ready.
Okay, so
That's what we're here for.
all right, so if money's your motivator, like that's just creating stress for you right now. I feel like you're more stressed out with like school and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Than you would be if like this was actually something you had a lot of heart in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
so like everything else that would come, out of that, like if you're not stressing, those side hustles will come easily, But like now you're stressing, like you're only focusing on getting through this instead of, having that mental fortitude to be able to do like everything else that you want to. Because right now you're stressing. You need ashwagandha.
I'm laughing at the ashwagandha, not the other points. But yeah, but I feel like even then, if I were in something that I love to do, I would still feel that stress and that pressure because, and this is just an opinion, but like, if I were in college for music, I'm still going to have exams.
Yeah.
I'm still going to have midterms, finals. I'm still going to have like GPA requirements if I want to go to grad school. Even in music, right? Like I'm still gonna be stressed the fuck out about like how I'm gonna sell these tickets for this show. How am I gonna roll out this next project? Because whenever it comes to doing things you love, even like no matter what you do, you're gonna have things you hate. Like things you hate doing. Like I enjoy creativity. I enjoy creating amazing records. What I fucking hate about it? Having to sit down and send out emails. Having to figure out how I'm gonna roll the song out so it can be successful and I can grow. That's what I fucking hate.
Yeah, all the extra shit.
Yeah,
That's
because
what you
like
fucking hate.
there's always gonna be stress and strife. But this is a crazy point that I heard the other day. It was on a podcast. Why do we put so much emphasis and stress on problems? Because problems are always going to exist. Once one goes away, another one's going to rise up.
That just fucking blew my brain.
Did that blow your fucking mind?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What the fuck? Like that's legit though. Like there's always a new problem arising, but fuck. It's like I never had to think about it. It's like, I'm fucking lost.
Yeah,
We're
like,
fucking lost. Need a map.
and that's the crazy part about all this. Like, and that ties into kind of like the last topic that I had written down, which was like doing things that you do not like doing. Is that toxic or is that beneficial to your mental, emotional,
definitely.
and spiritual health?
It's not like toxic. I'm sure. Like it's definitely more beneficial for you to.
Can you keep that like so that way? Like when I compress all this, it's
Yeah, I'm trying.
yeah. I know
I'm
you're
trying.
fucking-
I'm just like I wasn't talking whenever I had it out here. You know, I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like in the midst of
No,
like
it's cool.
breathing. I guess
This is a good episode.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna push this one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Fuck. What was I saying?
Are doing things that you don't like doing toxic or beneficial?
Oh, they're definitely beneficial. It's like, how are you gonna experience new things? Like, being able to expand on your fucking repertoire of shit you can do, or like, and how do you know? Like for like food, like chitlins, like that shit's gross. It smells like ass. You taste it, still ass. But like, now you have that fucking like actual knowledge. Like how do you like? It's like that's what I'm saying for like stuff that like you say you don't like to do, but like have never done it before. Like,
After you've tried it, is what I'm saying.
okay, after you've tried it
Yes.
and you do not like it, that's like first impressions. They don't always go well, bro.
It's a double-edged sword, I feel like,
Oh.
because you can hate something, but it's so beneficial for you to do. But at
Oh,
the
yeah.
same time, like, if it's toxic to you, like for example, you work a job, it pays you super well, but you fucking hate it.
Mm.
But then the other side is like, I hate going to the gym and doing 15 minutes of cardio 3 days a week, but that's so good for my health.
Fuck.
Like that whole dilemma for me is like mind-boggling. Like, it is doing things that you hate beneficial or is it toxic? I think it depends, but fuck, man.
That's too many variables to fucking
I know.
give a solid answer for.
It's
I'm
a
just
very
yes.
open-ended question.
Yes is my answer.
Okay. It's both.
Yes.
It's definitely both.
Yeah. You can fucking forever changing shit, bro.
You should journal, bro.
Oh, I bought like a sick journal. I wanted to get like a nice calligraphy pen for it too. Like I bought like a handmade one, fucking that looked like they did back in the old days.
Damn, bro.
Like a fucking.
Got the feather on his desk and shit.
Also like
Candlelight.
no, cause I kind of wanted to like write shit just in case like I die early.
Do you need help?
No, I'm fine.
Fuck.
Like No, cause
God damn.
like I'm not afraid of COVID now, but like when shit first hits like in the media, like everyone was probably worked up. It's like, oh fuck, we can't go outside. Like now having like experiences, like I know it's nothing fucking crazy, but everyone's entitled to their opinions. But like I wanted to get a journal to just like jot shit down just in case that would happen to pass, just so I can leave something behind. It's not fucking anything crazy. It's just like just want to give my final messages to all my fucking fans out there and my fucking
Word
80
up.
subscribers on YouTube.
Yerd. I love to see it. I do it because by the way, I think that's like super hard insight on your part, by the way. I think that's awesome. To be able to say, "Oh, I want my kids to read this," or "I want my friends to read this," in the instant something would happen.
I mean, yeah, I got a page for you in there.
Respect.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Respect.
yeah, I got a page for everyone in there. In my life that matters. Even the viewers of this podcast right now. I fucking got a page in there for you. It's like my 13 reasons why. I'm not on some fuck shit. I'm just like fucking. You never know what could happen. Fucking shit goes on every day.
Period. You really do. You never know.
That's big facts. Never know what fucking happen.
But no, I do it because it's a great way to kickstart my day. It helps me get my thoughts in order. Like I've had this for a while, and it was kind of intimidating for me to like keep looking at it and like not know what to write. But I've been on a kick now for like 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, yeah. And I was on a heavy kick throughout like June, July, and August too. But finding my way back to those things and sticking with them. Like that was one of my goals for the year, is like read and journal as much as possible.
Yeah, is reading beneficial? Like, are you gaining anything from reading? Like personally, what do you say? It's like not thinking hard on it. Do you personally feel like you gain something from reading?
Yes, absolutely.
Because like that's something I want to pick up, but like reading a book is hard,
Dude,
sitting through that shit.
it's like it's something that I started probably my senior year, honestly. Like once we graduated, I started picking up books way more. I read what I find beneficial is whenever I read things that are nonfiction. Like that's when I benefit the most. Like I enjoy a thriller novel. Like I just finished one 2 days ago, and it was The Terminal List by Jack Carr. It's a thriller novel, but I have a rule for myself. Like whenever I read, I'll read one nonfiction book, and then I'll read a fiction book. So that way I'm not bored.
You want those fables and shit, the fucking tortoise and the hare type shit.
Well, yeah, because like who wants to be serious all the time?
Yeah, like that's the only books I can't like. The I Am Number 4 series, like those are the only books that I've read and like sat through the read. But like I want to read nonfiction books because like there's a lot of you learn stuff. Like I'm assuming you would learn something from people's mistakes. So like I feel like it definitely will be beneficial to read, but like I don't know if I could sit through something that like fucking reading words. It's fucking hard.
Oh, it can be very difficult if you're not interested in it. But like you have to have, I think you have to have a desire, or like any kind of desire to want to become more well-rounded and more well-educated. Like I picked up this book because I'm interested in psychology. I'm interested in having more self-control and being able to understand why people act the way they do in the world. And that's why I picked up The Undiscovered Self by Carl Jung. And he talks about the ideology of the shadow and what that means for people. And too, something else that like you gave me like props for the other day was like I'm able to really articulate my thoughts well because I've read a lot. I'm able to extend my vocabulary.
Yeah, I mean, I got a decent vocabulary, but
No, I'm not
fucking
saying you
no,
don't.
no, I'm just saying like the whole talk, like talking is hard, hard as fuck to do. Like especially when you're put on the spot and shit. Like a lot of people, like I respect people that can like go up and fucking like freestyle out a thing, bro. Like the fact that you can like think that fast and just put words out on the table just like instantly, bro. It's like that. Like I respect that. Like fuck, like saying shit, like even like right now, like this shit, like what I'm saying right now is fucking hard. Like I'm fucking not stressing, but like I'm trying my best to fucking keep words flowing.
It's all part of the journey, bro. I mean, like getting better is something I find joy in, but it's also like it can be very frustrating, it can be very taxing. But I would personally highly recommend and encourage reading. Like I have books, like I have a case over there full of them. So if you want to read and you want to start reading, I can give you stuff, like short stuff too, like just little 100-page stuff to like break the mold.
That'll just add to my expenses. Like, dude, there's so many things that I find interesting that only last for so long. It's like, what's that? What is it? ADD, ADHD?
Oh, I definitely have ADD. There is not a doubt in my mind that I have it. ADHD, ADD, yes.
All right. Are you self-diagnosing?
Want me to tell you a fucking story?
No. I'll just say that shit's fake, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had a conversation about this the other day. I was down at Alex's, aka Walden Wesley, and we had just finished in the studio for the day. We went down to eat dinner. And at this point in time, it was pizza. We had ordered pizza. And I was like, man, I want a Sprite. I want a Sprite Zero. Like, I've been good on my diet, having a cheat meal. Give a fuck. Took a glass, set it on the counter, went in the freezer, scooped out like 2 scoops of ice, threw it in the glass, went, picked up my food, put it on my plate, went over, sat down, started eating, went upstairs because I needed something, came back down, kept eating my pizza, got on my phone, and Alex looked at me and he was like, hey, how's that fucking Sprite? And I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. But I've done shit like that my whole life, and I never realized it.
Yeah, that shit happens. I feel like, you know, you got a lot going on. You're thinking about so many things. I don't know if you like wanna, if that's really what you thought. Like, what is like your reasoning for having one of these two? I don't know. I don't know the difference between them, ADD or ADHD. But
Attention deficit disorder and attention hyperactive.
dysplasia.
Wait a minute. Wait, what? Attention deficit disorder and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Yeah.
They sound like the same thing.
ADD is more like, oh, I have trouble paying attention for long periods of time. And ADHD is like, I also struggle with that, but I'm also very hyperactive.
Yeah, it's just like weird. Like, obviously, I'm not experienced in this topic. Like, I don't have firsthand experience, but like, if there's something you enjoy, you know, like, enjoy doing, you can sit through it, you know. Like if you're like in school and your teacher's talking, you don't want to listen to the fucker, so you don't pay attention. So like if you're watching a show, you're like, oh, I could sit through that. So I think it's all just like mentally, well, it is mentally, but I don't think it's real.
I've heard that point before, and I agree with it.
Mm.
I agree with it heavily. But, like, even in mundane shit, I do that. Like, I'm sure you've experienced this with me. Like, we'll be having a conversation. We'll talk about something. We'll move on from the topic. And then I'll circle back around to it.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
I do that all the fucking time.
I mean, I let it go.
And people were like, dude, we talked about that 25 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, well, I was just still thinking about it
Yeah.
after everything. I don't know. Shit, man. I think that's a good spot to wrap this up.
Wrapping it up.
Episode 1 in the fucking books.
Hey, if you made it to the end, use code.
I'm not selling shit.
If we
I
were
got
selling
to
shit,
sell.
use code
W1LD.
W1LD for 25% off at checkout. Try it on like any site you go on. It probably won't work, but fucking never hurts to try. But merch coming soon, probably a couple years from now.
Yep. Once motherfuckers actually start hopping on the bandwagon. So, got new music coming soon, by the way.
New music.
New music.
What's coming out like the soonest, real quick? What's today?
Let's hit that next week. We can talk about that next week.
Next week.
And we can talk about the story behind it and everything too.
Yeah. And eventually we'll have people. We'll bring people on. This is new to us. So obviously like this isn't gonna be our best one. I'm a little bit more comfortable this week, but it'll just keep getting better and better. So definitely stick with us. Through these times.
Did you just rip ass, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you just rip fucking ass? Tell me you just ripped fucking ass.
Dude, that shit just slipped out, bro. I swear to God, I'm
keeping this in here, by the way. I'm keeping all this shit in
Bro,
here.
I'm just so spread out right now. I feel like
your fucking ass cheeks are spread out all over this goddamn couch.
Last
week it was fucking terrible.
Oh, I don't think it smelled like last week. It was fucking.
It looked like a goal off of Fallout 3.
Fucking disgusting, bro. The fuck was I saying?
You trying to play Halo later?
I guess I might have to take a nap. But what the fuck was I saying?
We're just getting our feet wet with this shit. So.
Oh yeah. We'll have people eventually. We're just gonna keep it small. We're doing the best that we can, but like we'll invest more depending on how you guys fucking feel about this shit. So like, let us know how you contact. Just fucking at Tristin Day on Instagram.
Yep, and we'll set up a page for it too. Like, this is all about building a brand for us. So, this is a long-term plan. Like, I'm not gonna quit creating music, and this is something that we've wanted to do for a minute now.
Yeah.
So, I don't necessarily think we're gonna stop doing this either, but this is something that, just like all other things, we're gonna have to continue to build on. So, if you rock with us and you support us, please share the show. If you rock with me, the music, share it. If you rock with him, share it. Plug your username, by the way. Your handles on social.
My personal IG. Did I put that on here? Should I put my personal? Everybody fucking knows who I am fucking in this shit. Like,
yeah,
for the most part. Follow my graphic design page, FrenchieFX.
Yep. He did all of my covers in 2020, by the way. Every single one.
I've evolved as an artist. Every day I'm evolving. Every day we're evolving. Every day we're changing. So we're all getting better in some aspects. So, I've gotten better. I've get better every day. That shit's fucking hard. But yeah.
Bars. All right.
This
is a great one, bro.
Yeah, stay tuned, boys. Catch you in the next episode. Peace out.
Peace out.